Now we do have our Nick Medanis along the Rockaway in Denville tonight, and while there's potential for flooding tomorrow, flood warnings are often forgotten warnings.
But Nick, we're already seeing how Ida is changing that right now.
Yeah, Brittany and Kurt, that's because Ida was so deadly. Tornado, hurricane warnings can often instill that same fear. Winter storm warnings got you out of school. Flash flood warnings, as we take a look at the Rockaway right now, that's a different kind of threat, and by the time you figure it out, it might be too late. For all Ida's destruction, the areas underwater that never usually flood, some spots actually got lucky.
That whole street was closed down, Bloomfield Ave and everything. That always floods, but we were lucky enough where, we dodged a major bullet.
But he knows to protect his family business right across from the Rockaway River. Not everyone, though, obsesses over the warnings. The night of Ida, Morris County received hundreds of 911 calls.
A busy night for first responders, and quite frankly, there were a lot of people out that shouldn't have been out during that period of time.
But he says Ida's an eye-opener, and there's already a push to get more first responders trained in water rescue.
So we can service a greater good as a region.
Because experts say it will be needed. But perhaps more can be done to make people understand how flash flooding can kill. It's so fast. Most won't realize it until they're driving into a river.
This was such an extraordinary event that when you get events like this, it's near impossible to forecast them until they start unfolding.
Forecasters did predict more than 6 inches of rain in spots, but it was the pace, 3 to 4 inches an hour, that had New Jersey reeling. Still, there were watches and warnings days before the storm.
So we'll never know how many lives were saved by those warnings and emergencies, and no doubt many were.
But he says it's still unacceptable that so many people died. 30 people died here in New Jersey that we know of, more than any other state. One person still missing. Kurt, the state climatologist also says what made Ida different was just how widespread we saw extreme flooding from Somerset and Hunterdon through central Jersey all the way to the northeast in Bergen County. Kurt.
And that's why 11 counties have disaster declarations. Nick, thank you tonight.